Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather, and today we're going to be talking about my 105mm lens. First and foremost, I wanted to come back on with a correction from last week. Many years ago, like probably 5 or 6 years ago, I read somewhere that putting the wrong kind of lens on a camera body can damage it, and I was trying to find that article whenever 𝙬𝚒𝚗𝚗 asked me what I meant by my comment. So I tried to go back and find that, and I realized this was when I had my Sony mirrorless, and it was more in reference to putting a crop lens on a full frame body, because when you do that, sometimes if it's not compatible, then the mirror, the back of it can hit the mirror and damage it. The Nikon D850 is compatible with both crop mounts and full mounts, and they even got a crop mode you can change it to in camera, so that way you can get the full frame image in the camera. So that was just something I felt like I needed to clarify on last week's video, and I didn't want to like scare anybody or anything. Most cameras these days are compatible either way. Just always double check. So once again, the correction on all that, which is ironic since I'm using a crop lens on a full frame camera. Just make sure your camera is compatible, because if it's not, that lens, if it'll even go on there, can damage the mirror inside of a full frame camera. So that's just something I wanted to, again, thank 𝙬𝚒𝚗𝚗 for asking a simple question that made me go double check my details, and I'll be careful to make sure I have all my eggs in the basket for any other information I give out, because it was just, that was old information that I had reversed in my head. So yes, but good morning again, and welcome back to my channel. And today, again, we're going to talk about the 105mm lens. Welcome back, everybody. Now that I'm a little bit more awake and back outside, it is a beautiful day. It's getting toward the end of summer and it's starting to cool off, so it feels great out here. Today in this episode, we're going to be talking about the 105mm and why I love this lens so much. Now, I bought this one because, again, it's a macro lens, but it's got so many more purposes than that. It's got great stats. It's got a 2.8 aperture. It's got in-lens stabilization, and it's just, I absolutely love taking pictures with it. The only thing I think I might hold against this lens is it's a bit heavy, but it's well worth it for as good of pictures as it takes. It's a great full frame lens for the Nikon D850, and it also does great landscape photography. You can get those nice, beautiful depths of field and perspectives that a wide angle lens is not going to allow you to have when you do landscape. And I love those perspectives. I love that it's different and not the usual, and I use it quite a bit for that when it comes to my landscapes. I prefer that over my wide angles. So, but this lens is also well renowned for its, well, portraiture. It does great portraits. It takes beautiful bokeh since it's got that really wide aperture, and I love taking portraits with it. I like things being blurred out behind it and having that beautiful bokeh. So that's a favorite. But another thing I really enjoy it for is wildlife. I've gotten pictures of bears with this thing, birds, various animals that you can't get close to unless you want to get hurt. But I've gotten some really good shots that it kind of surprised me even with this lens, and this is when I was still learning how to use the camera. So being a macro lens, I can get pretty close with this big old lens to things and get great macros. But if I need to keep a little bit of distance, like a bee or a butterfly, something that's either going to come at me or fly away from me really quick, then it's really, really great for being able to get great macros with great bokeh and shallow depth of field, which I love the shallow depth of field myself because it is very artistic, and I really like that buttery look. I've mentioned that several times now, that I like the buttery look. But I think other than that though, I really like moody pictures, and having a lens that is got that bokeh especially, you can get some really moody pictures with it, and I think that's another reason I absolutely love this lens. It's very well-rounded and versatile, and I highly suggest that one if you have a Nikon D850 and you're wanting macro or you're wanting to play with it, but you're also wanting a good lens that can do portraits and stuff. This is the one I would recommend, is the 105. She's also got in-lens stabilization, and it's great for handheld, which is a huge plus because since I like to go hiking and everything, I kind of need something that's going to be a little more stable because I don't even always have a tripod or something to set it down on. That is the information I have on my 105, and I'll get back with you guys next week for another lens talk. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and enjoy this weather. If you're having the same kind of weather I am here, it's great. We've needed it. It's been a long time coming at this point. Anyway, bye y'all.